Oh, perfect.
Yay! You don't have to say yay though.
But I mean, the yay would be nice. You say yay! I mean, give us a yay!
Say Rasta Daddy.
Rasta Daddy!
So let's practice that again then, Remy. Let's practice it again.
Rasta Daddy.
And we're back, Blackdadslives. My name's Anton. Obviously, we've got a new guest with us, a new presenter, which I'll let Rasta Dad introduce.
Now? Okay. Who are you? What's your name? Your name is what?
Remy.
Remy? Talk louder. Stop being shy. Okay. This is Remy. Say hello, everyone. A bit.
And it's me, Dash.
And it's me.
My son's... chill out, bro.
Sorry. He finished?
No, it's me, Dash. My son's favourite dad. Don Dada Dash. And we're live.
You finished.
Carlos just said, man, just you're mocking it. Carlos knew he was finished. He knew he was finished. He looked him in his face about, yo, you finished now.
And it's me, Carlos, Simply Dad.
Simply Rasta Dad.
Rasta Dad.
And it's me, Young Idris. Welcome back to another episode.
And today we're talking days out with kids, activities that you can do with kids. I think it was Aaron who actually said talk about free activities, which impressed me, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, because I don't know about you, man, but normally, well, actually you probably get away with it at the moment.
Well, she just what I say.
Exactly.
I was going to say, Carlos was like Anton was about to say, it was impressed him because he pays.
Yeah, I pay for everything,
He's
man.
not bothered about free activities.
Really?
Nah,
It's top order, isn't
You
it?
get me?
I'm not bothered about free. No. I'll be happy to do free activities, but what I feel like is your one's maybe a little bit younger.
It depends on what you're doing, really, though, doesn't it? Like, there's...
Yeah, it depends how creative you are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's always free stuff to do, but...
Also, do you know the football like your boys do?
Yeah, that's one activity though that they're doing.
That's not free. That's what I'm saying. So there's some activities that you pay for, innit? And then there's
Nursery's
some
not
that
free
you'll
either,
get
do you know
for
what I mean?
free.
There's certain things you have to pay for, that they pay for.
Yeah, but that's
But they
an
also do free
extracurricular.
things with their child because, you know, they like to be creative.
Like what?
and
Like the free thing. Give me an example.
Activities can be a simple thing, like going to the park.
there you go. That
Oh
don't
yeah,
cost
but
nothing.
we all go to the park.
But in essence, that is an activity,
so
do you know
in
what I
essence,
mean?
then, yeah, I do free activities with the children. I'll do go to the park.
Obviously, you
We
pay
do
to,
bike rides.
spend that money in it.
I ain't got no money.
Now you've got it, so you spend it.
Innit?
innit?
One of them,
You
innit?
have to, you have to.
Real.
You've got it, bro. You know what I mean? You've got it, man. You know what I mean? Not everyone's got it.
That's what I mean. That's why we have to do
Yeah,
freebies.
you get me? You can't look down on us because we do free stuff. The time is the most valuable commodity.
For a child, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I would agree.
They don't care about how much money you're
Nope.
spent. Well, actually, your kids are older, so they're probably like thinking that, Daddy, you
But
need
I
to spend
still
more
think-
money. Do you know what I mean? One of them
I still
ones.
think they value Anton's time more than his.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I think
that's-
when you get older, then
Yeah,
regardless, you remember the time in it, like the
100%.
things what you used to do when you was younger, innit? You don't remember the things what you used to do
No,
when
I'm
you
just
was
saying,
younger.
my kids, I feel they'll probably.
No, but look back on your life with your own parents. What do
Yeah.
you remember? How much they spent on you at Christmas or the time?
Nah, but then I remember like when I got my PS2 in it, that was sick.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, went
That's
to Florida.
Yeah, but then
That's-
you was
that's a
older,
light
do you know what I
bulb
mean?
thing,
Like,
yeah.
how old were you then?
the days out, and listen, everyone, wait, you take your children, man.
So for me, what I do with my kids is we try and do different kind of free things. So for example, I might try and do craft days in the house. So I might get out some crepe paper, get some like kind of no safety jaggedy scissors for kids.
Yeah.
You know, kind of things. Or we might I try to like do things as educational as possible. So I might talk about canals and taking down the ship canal, or talk about beaches and take the kids to the beach, that kind of stuff. So I try and incorporate things for free activities. You got things like you can go fruit picking. You got to pay for the fruit, but you pay for the fruit anyway if you're going to go to a supermarket. So it's a fun little day out. Going to the beach. Not too few beaches too far from where we all are. It's parks are fun. Fairgrounds, just like you can't go on the big things, you know, like anything that's expensive, you can't go on them things. But I think you gotta just try and be imaginative, even just playing sports with them. Going to the park, kicking the ball, bouncing the ball, them kind of things.
So here's my question before you turn your mic back off. If we're being completely honest, I know we're being a little bit taking the piss out of Anton before in regards to paying for things. It is easier if you've got it just to spend money and do it. Not every parent is going to be, for example, as you said, as creative. Not every parent's creative in the first place or imaginative. So, for example, how does anybody like find out these craft things to do? Like, where do you get the idea from originally?
So before I started recording, Joel was saying that you can learn everything from TikTok. No, I disagree. I don't know what TikTok really does, but if you go on social media, YouTube, I am too old for these kind of things.
Same here.
Do you think you're too old to play basketball?
Sorry,
that's off topic.
That is off topic.
Yeah, sorry, that's just saying.
But so I think you can go on things like YouTube and so forth and find different fun activities. So during lockdown, I remember finding out that apparently when you have a toddler, you can get like the plastic balls that you might have lying in your house. If you have like a ball pit type thing, get some sellotape, put it like across the door, and just stick the balls in there. And the kids are kind of fascinated to how the balls get on there, take them off, put them back on again. Just different things. You can build a den in your house and that kind of stuff. There's just ways you can just do things to just try and entertain them. You can bake with them. Some people that I know, their other halves make great cookies. So if you can make some cookies with your kids, that kind of stuff, it works out well, isn't it? So just things that you could do that you probably do anyway. Gardening. My son loves gardening.
Just get involved in things that you're doing.
That you're doing on a daily basis
but
already.
Make it more fun. Put on like the same voice that George put on before, and then you know what I mean. You bake the CB bits. It's great. So it's good times.
So here's my question to you guys. And so in regards to activity days out, what is your view on things like, for example, like in play areas where I took Autumn to the one for the first one, and it was absolute hell. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hell.
Like soft play centres.
Oh yeah. Why was it hell?
Absolute
Mate.
hell. Right. Okay. So let's be honest, right? I don't like other people's children like running around and being all. I mean, Autumn's young, innit? Yeah. Running around being bare boisterous. Like I was that dad who put Autumn in the. You know, like in the little baby section.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at other kids like, no, you're too old to be here.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for the parent. The
That
parents
could
off on
show
her
your
phone.
kid in it. Yeah.
She don't care. She just took the
Happy for the
kid
break
there.
in it. Yeah.
Go on, burn off some energy in it.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about like, basically, soft play and like.
I'll be honest, I'm exactly the same with you. I remember taking Sereno to some play centre, and he's gone into like the kitchen area, and I seen a kid take something off him. I'm thinking, go get it back. Go get it back. Obviously, it was young, innit? It was like one in it, like one and a half. So he was just like walking in it. But I thought, why is this kid like taking a thing off him? And I felt like
just dragging it off him, off the kid.
Yeah, like I went to like intervene in it. So obviously I've gone in and I was just there like, my son was playing with that. And he's like looked at me and then just walked off, and I thought, okay, what's my next step now, innit? And then obviously I seen him put it down, and then I thought, I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
And then just gave it back to Sereno. But then I just felt like I could feel like a rage getting into me because I'm thinking, he's a little kid. Like he was older, so. But I realised kids just don't like sharing in it. They don't like sharing. They don't care what's theirs is theirs until they obviously get to a certain age, innit? That kid was probably like 2 or maybe even 3. So in reality, but again, it's home training because his parents weren't there to like regulate it or step in. He was just like left to his own device. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I had that with Tyler when he was younger, but it was a kid that was like quite a few years older than him. Like, when you was running around and you can notice a difference in them. And it was like in this soft play bit where they got like slides and all that sort of ball pools and everything. And then at the side of it, they got like a little football area, and it's just got loads of balls in there what the kids can kick, and there's the goals and whatnot. And Tyler just ran into that bit, and he was just running around, just kicking his ball, just running around by himself. Do you know what I mean? Kicking the ball. So obviously I'm one of them parents, a bit like you. I was following him around. Do you know what I mean? Like going around. If he wants to go up on the slides or whatever, he might get stuck. He might need help. So I get on. I go around with him. So we was in that little ball pit, and he's kicking the football, and I was watching him. It's like, oh yeah, he's happy. And then this older kid just came up, he had a ball, but just pushed Tyler over, and then just took his ball. So I was just like, see, like, where's his parents?
Yeah, because I need to fight someone's dad immediately.
Where's his parents? Do you know what I mean? So obviously Tyler, like, he wasn't bothered, like he wasn't phased. Tyler just sort of went.
Yeah, you don't want the disrespect.
Yeah, he didn't get the disrespect. Tyler sort of like got pushed over, sort of got up, looked around, seen another ball, so just ran up to it and carried on kicking it and running around until I seen this little Ute making a beeline again for Tyler, like he was going to do the same thing to the ball. So I just sprinted over.
Squared up to him.
240 tackled him.
I just sprinted over in it, and then as I could see that the Ute was about to try and take Tyler's ball, I just intercepted. So like sometimes when you're playing football and you sort of protect the ball. No, I didn't show the back. I didn't show back to you.
And shouting, wait.
Nah, I just protected the ball in it. So as I was running, and the Ute was gonna go and kick the ball, I just sort of put my foot in the way. Yeah. So then the Ute just went and kicked my foot and then just bounced off and sort of give it a and I looked and I went, oh, he's playing with that ball. You've got one in your hand. Where's your parents?
Yeah. Where's your parents?
Yeah, where's your parents? And then this kid was just like, I didn't know what to say. And I looked up and I could just see this guy that was just staring at me randomly. So I had to shout over to him and I said, is this your son? And then he looked past me. So I had to say it 3 times. Is this your son? And then eventually he was like, oh, Freddie, come over here. Come over. Is everything all right? And I was like, no. And then I went and explained to him what his son did. Do you know what I mean? I said, just keep an eye on him, because if he's doing it to some other kids, like, they might react a bit differently to mine. He's younger, do you know what I mean? And so the parents, and he was like, no, cheers for that. And I was like, all right then. Do you know what I mean? Until like about half an hour later, you seen Freddie doing something else to some other Ute, and I was thought,
as long as they ain't my Ute.
That's what I mean. It's as bad as it sounds, that's what it was. I just was like, oh, allow it. But it's frustrating when you get to that point, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I've had it when with Layla, when she's been in the soft play, on the slides, and she's going down the slides, and it's a little bit where it's infants, and then you got these big ass kids coming up trying to climb up the slide, man. I'm like, you got a big ass slide over there, go use the slide.
Why are you climbing up the slide?
Yeah. So whereas you've been polite in it, you didn't say nothing.
No, I didn't say nothing.
I said something to him. I said, go in the big bit. I said, you got all that space. You're gonna go and ruin this for the little ones. Do you know what I mean? And he sort of, and the parents were like, but they went.
Of course they went.
I get it. But you know what? I think I'm being honest with you. I think I can't be arsed. Like, I really can't be arsed, man. Like, we're in the soft play bit. There was children who weren't meant to be in there, causing an absolute ruckus, and I thought, if I say anything, I'm officially that old dickhead who's like.
But if you keep on letting it slide, then do you know what I mean? Like, you become like, I don't know, submissive in life.
Wow!
I swear down, it happens, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You basically said, okay.
Basically, you start now, you're going to turn into a right bitch.
I didn't want to say it, but that's what he said, innit? It's like, alright, so the point is that I think I get what you're saying, right? Well, not entirely. I don't agree with it, right? But I get what you're saying. But you've got to choose your battles, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no point in ruining everyone's day, because I
lock the whole thing off.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm the kind of person that, for example, I'm the kind of person who, if I feel like someone's being disrespected and I address it, then it's done. Like, I just explode. Like, it's over. Like, and I just do a bunch of things that I'll probably look back up and think, why have I done that? Yeah, you know them ones like the car ride home is quiet. And Becky's vexed at me. Autumn's pissed off. I'm just like,
locked off the whole play.
Do you know what I mean? But I think it's one of them ones. I think like, fortunately for me though, I'm in the position where obviously she's young and so I can, as you touched on earlier, I can do anything, and she'll find a way to keep herself entertained and amused. Like we can go to the park and they went to, it was her birthday the other week, and we met to go to Chester Zoo. Now talking of family day out, so I looked at Chester Zoo. I looked at the price of Chester Zoo.
Not on the day.
Well,
Don't pay on the day.
Nah, I looked to book it up before we went in it.
Okay, yeah.
It was expensive, right? So I'm not paying. It was for both me and Becca to go. It was like £60.
Yeah.
Yo,
I've done that.
£60 for one.
Do you know what you should have just done? Should have just gone Longford Park and looked at that old Billy Goat who's been there for about 20 years, bro.
And they would have got the exact same enjoyment out of it at that age anyway, right? So I looked at the price of Chester Zoo, and I was really excited about Autumn's birthday, and I thought I'm not that excited about Autumn's birthday. Spend so much on Chester Zoo. I'm being honest, and I looked at it and I said to Becky really likes animals. I don't like animals first and foremost, and I don't like seeing animals in captivity anyway, right? So I didn't want to go.
So you paid to go what? Safari?
Nah,
joking.
you know, so when I seen the price, I was like, look, listen, you don't want to go to Chester Zoo. It's not that, right? We do something else for Autumn's birthday. We went to a farm, right? And
which one?
It's the Smith Hills.
That was good. That's a good one.
And we had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
We had an absolutely wonderful time.
Was it a lot cheaper as well?
£9
for both of you? Or
each. Right?
And then a bag of feed.
Got a tractor ride, got a little feed.
Yeah.
And you know what, man?
Decent,
I
that's
can't
good.
complain. Like, it was nice. It was so much cheaper. It was a nice day in autumn, got the exact same experience out of it.
Yeah.
And as a family, we got the exact same experience out of it. And then, you know what I mean, we're all together. If anything, in some ways, it's probably a little nicer because it's a bit more intimate.
Yeah. And you're not fighting people just to like see like the animals what you'll be doing at like Chester Zoo and that.
So I do agree. Man. I don't think the money is not important. I think it's just making time, and as Aaron said, just trying to be creative with what you're doing, man. Like I'm not even. You know, I asked a question about being creative. I'm not creative at all. Like, I would be, if I had the money, I'd be you.
No, I'm creative, man.
But as what Jonas said, though, I do see it on your social medias. You know, the videos of you know, try this with your kids for free. Like, for example, get a plastic bag and fill it with paint and let them finger paint and you know, just little things like that. Yeah, just do it on cling film. Yeah, just cheap little things like that they will absolutely love. And it doesn't really cost you any money, and it doesn't really take too much, you know, prior organisation.
Do you know what? One of the things that we actually spend a lot of time doing now, as my kids are getting older, is we play a lot of board games.
Yeah.
So obviously you get an initial outlay for a board game, but then once you've brought it, you've got it. Do you know what I mean?
Timeless, isn't it, in reality?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So as long as you play that, and on a weekend, like, we will get it out and the kids will say like, oh, should we just play Monopoly or whatever, do you know what I mean? And we'll get one of the games out and we'll all play, and we'll play board games anyway.
So that's good for family interaction.
Yeah, I agree. So
You should like just try and keep it up, and like even as the kids get older, say once a month.
That was my question then.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, so what do you three do then? For example, I said to Becky now, I want to implement a rule in our family. We've always got something to look forward to as a family. Like, so it doesn't have to be a holiday. It could just be, we're going to the park next week. We're going to, then when we go to the park, what else can we do next as a family? Okay, we're going to go to the cinema. You know, it doesn't have to be expensive, but I think we should always have something to look forward to. So I wanted to ask basically, like, what do you guys do to basically ensure that you get that family time? Like, do you guys have a schedule? We're going to do something once a month, or is Friday nights like a family night? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you do just to make sure you get them activities in with the kids and make them memories, really? Because that's what you're making memories, you know what I mean? So what do you do?
The thing what I try and do is, so, you know, obviously I try and like gear it up from something in order, like working towards, say for example, I want him to be able to write his name, especially by the time that he's gone back to school, so he can write his letters, but when it comes to actually writing his whole name, it's like obviously he's not there. So I've told him, as soon as you can write your name, we can go to the cinema.
So it's true, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then obviously he's like, oh, I've written my name
yeah,
now.
Yeah, man, sort of surname as well.
He's like writing letters on top of letters. Like, nah, you need to like space it out properly. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I try and like incorporate working towards a particular achievement what I want him to have. And then as a result, we can benefit as a family as a result of it. So if you're not gonna do it, then you're letting the whole family down. Do you know what I mean?
Wow, that's pressure. Wow!
No one's going anywhere.
Now that's how you look after the bees.
I said, you're letting the whole family down. You mean, wow.
I need to put that on my kids, you know.
Yo, trust me. They need that type of pressure, innit?
No, they don't. No,
Yeah, they do, because in reality, like, their actions can have a big impact on
That's true.
the rest of their lives.
True.
You have to understand that, instill that from early.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get it, but it's still a bit harsh.
It's just it's life. Decisions that you make now will impact your family, innit?
Yeah.
If you don't follow through with what you want to achieve, then that's going to impact the family, yes or no?
No, it's true, I agree.
Yeah.
But then all the decisions that they have at their age necessarily won't impact their life.
Yeah, of course it will.
Not every decision.
Because
I'll say the majority.
It's about setting standards, isn't it?
It is,
from
yeah.
early.
But,
so then that just will naturally like flow. So when he's older, it's the same thing, innit? That you hold yourself accountable for your achievements.
Holding yourself accountable for your achievements.
Yeah,
and
so
like,
that's
It's different.
it's different
If you
to-
can't write your name,
the whole family.
Well, it's the same. Now it's the same principle. When you strip it all back, it's the same principle. It's the same principle.
Yeah, we
I'm
understand.
telling you.
We
I
understand.
get what you're saying.
Obviously, it's not that deep. But
Yeah, we know.
It's the same principle. Do you get me? So obviously, you try and like say it like that, then yeah, obviously. He hasn't wrote his name yet. So no feeling with
And
it.
you know what? He's still happy. He's happy. He's going about with life.
He's not bothered.
In terms of freebies you can do with the kids as well, I don't know if you man have been to Withenshaw Park, but they've got a farm. That's free.
Okay, through.
No, that's a good one.
Big playground and just big park space and so forth.
Heaton Park is a good one as well, because they've got a little animal section as well. So
if you're in the Manchester area, then those are some places you can go to. You need to go to like you can go to soft play, like Head Over Heels is expensive.
So it's always good to go to like the charity ones, because they're often cheaper. We did Sir Reynolds' first birthday party. It was like there's a charity one as well, so it's like so much cheaper, and you can like literally book the whole place, like
I remember that.
book it out.
There's one in Partington. It's called the Hideaway, and that's really cheap.
Sounds like Love Island.
It's not Love Island. That'd be weird for like 2 and 3 year olds. But yeah, so it's picked a Hideaway, and it's in Partington.
It's weird when you say it like that.
It's weird saying it anyway, bro.
So you go to this place like proper good, like loads of little areas like kids can kind of just learn different things in. Want to spend a bit more money in Sale? There's a place called Explore and Play. That's also really good.
How many of these are sponsored by? You sponsored by?
None, so I'll pick up the names.
Whitworth Gallery as well. That's free, and they always have like little crafts what children can do, especially the summer holidays now. At this moment in time, I often read the local newspaper, and that often gives like ideas of what you can actually do. So the other day I seen that at the Etihad Stadium, or just in that little complex.
Can you bleep out that as well, please?
They actually
Don't
had
dead
like
name on the
free
pods.
sports sessions on for kids. So I sent it across to my mum and quite a few of my family members, and they all took the kids there.
So that's okay, cool. So that's towards North East Manchester sports complex round about near and Asda around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cheers.
Eastlands.
No. Yeah.
Eastlands,
Yeah.
yeah?
Eastlands. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah. Got you.
But then just touching back on what your question was, Jason, I don't think that we've actually got something in place like that, which I probably would put in place now after our conversation, to be fair. Do you know, something where we check in and it's an each month thing, or it's a regular thing? Like, if anything, I'll bond with the kids on different things, but it could even be as daft as we'll watch a film or a TV series together. Do you know what I mean? So we'll do all sorts of things like that.
Don't matter what you do, I think it's just the time that's important. You know what I mean? Even if you're, for example, used to, you take the boys to football, that counts.
Yeah.
And reading, like obviously used to always been into reading, whereas with me, I've never been into it. But then I know that Tyler watches what I do, so a lot of my spare time now, I read more.
Oh really? Okay.
And it encourages Tyler to read because he sees me reading. So then all of a sudden he'll just go and get his book and join me on the couch.
That's the crazy thing about kids, isn't it? Like they'll learn more so of your actions than what you're actually doing. So I don't personally read that much anymore because I listen to audiobooks instead. because it allows me to actually like do stuff whilst listening. Do you know what I mean? I won't actually physically pick a book these days and sit down and read. But then the only time I do it is when I'm reading to him, and I do that like each night because that's part of his routine in terms of putting him to bed. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, again, that's just like family time, innit? Like that's what my role is. So it's again spending time with him at those points. So yeah.
I don't think I actually actively plan something like what you've said, but when you've said it, it makes it sound better. So I actually do want to do that, but there are loads of little activities that I do with Remy, just like gardening. He loves gardening. He'll ask if he can water the plants literally every day. So that is one of the things we do. I'll be pulling weeds, he'll pull some plants.
Flowers.
We'll be doing bits of that. We grow sunflower. You're looking too far, guys. Look in the room. We grow sunflower. What else do we do?
That's sick.
Yeah,
we should get.
We've done some baking.
So we need a close up of that so far.
We baked cookies.
I'm sure that's sunflower.
We do lots of different.
Yo, that is
Lots
good
of
sunflower,
different
you know.
things.
In comparison,
You know
yo,
what? Listen.
if I show you my sunflower, me and Sereno, it's like
it's not,
the
it's
date's
not,
still
It's
there.
not the fact that it's...
it's not a dick spin competition here, right? What we need to admire there, is the fact that Carlos just carried on. Like, he carried on, bro. Like, I admire that man. He did not get swayed at all.
But yeah, so yeah, we do just loads of little stuff like that in the house. Just baking, gardening, watering the plants, just shopping. Yeah, he loves going shopping.
That's funny, yeah, because
Going
my kids...
shopping like.
My kids are weird. They love coming to the shops with me.
Yo,
Yeah.
no, that's coming to the shop. As soon as in the shop, I'm just like, why have you come, man? You know what I mean? It's just a long...
Taking
I'm
a
just
longer
like,
trip.
Why? Just stay at home. And then he's complaining. Imagine, we finish shopping and then we're queuing up. Why are we waiting? Because there's people in front of us. He's like, why are the people always in front of us? Like, proper having a meltdown to the point where the woman was like,
Do you want to go
in front? Do you know what I mean? I thought,
This might be a
I
good
get
idea.
it, but it's just embarrassing, isn't it? It's like, why are we always waiting? I was just like, this kid, man, just relax.
But yeah.
Did you go in front, Joe Dash?
Of course I did.
So in regards to these life lessons that you're teaching Sereno,
That works, son. Well done.
Complaining, you get what you want, innit?
So
If you don't kick up a fuss,
what patience?
yo, that's one thing I'm trying to teach him, and I
Yeah.
struggle. He struggles with patience.
Do you have patience?
Yeah, I have to have patience. I'm kidding it.
I was gonna say I have no patience, so it's gonna be when I need to teach Autumn patience and we're talking about actions, it's gonna be impossible because I have none
Just
whatsoever.
because you don't have them doesn't mean that...
Yeah, but you said that you must lead by example, isn't it? Like you must.
They see your
No, no.
actions.
They see your
I didn't say
actions.
that, but not necessarily. No, as I was brought up,
Yeah.
do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, that is the same.
That doesn't work now.
Crazy saying, isn't it? When you think back to it, like, you guys are mad. Like, how do you even come out?
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
that don't make no sense.
Yeah, I know, but
You're
you know.
walking contradiction.
But you know what? Yeah, I know. But right when we got told it, innit, you just had to
yeah,
acknowledge it and
yeah.
just take it. Like,
Yeah, because you.
no,
Fair. No, you're right. You're right. No,
so,
you're right.
yeah, so you can do that with your kids. But anyway, I think probably come to a point where I should wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a good episode. It's been here with myself, Anton.
And it's me, Dash. So like I was saying, if you need to check
It's me,
out
Idris.
this guy. I was saying, if you need to check out like free activities, like I said, you can always search on the internet, like your local newspaper. They, especially in the summertime or when it's coming up to holidays, they always have loads of like different ideas of what you can do with the kids. Just keep on top of it and enjoy yourself. And it's me, Dash, my son's favourite dad, Dada Dash, and I'm out.
And it's me, Simply Dad. If you've got any suggestions yourself that you want to let us know about, feel free to share them because some of us would like more stuff to do.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, it's me, young Idris. Similar. Just sort of Joy said, listen, just do your Googles, innit? Like, it's the time, not the money that's important. Like, don't ever feel bad if you can't afford to take your kids and do a million different things. It's just important, just spend time with them. especially whilst they're in this, young formative age. No, forget that. For the whole of their life, it's good to spend time with your children.
Yeah, 100%.
Whole of their life. So just spend time, just do anything, man.
And no one even mentioned about Google, by the way, till you just mentioned it then.
Yeah,
When we about free activities. Just Google it, man.
Yeah, man.
Free activities, TripAdvisor, all them things there.
Ain't no shame in that. I've searched a lot worse on Google than free stuff to do with my children. Don't ask, Joe. Don't ask.